Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on September 25th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Govardhanam Dharam Vande Gopalam Goparupinam
Gokulotsavam Ishanam
Gokulotsavam Ishanam
Govindam Gopikapriyam
Govindam Gopikapriyam
Amakakaroti Vasalam Tangulangayate Gurim Yatithatanahan Vande Sri Gurum Ninataninam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Islam Harihi Om Tat Sat. So we're continuing our compilation of the Krishna Chaitanya book.
So we are continuing our compilation of the Krishna Chaitanya book.
Today's chapter is entitled
Today's chapter is entitled Lord Chaitanya proclaims that Ganga caused the boy to chant Hari.
চৈতন্য ভাগবত গঙ্গার মহিমায় হরিনাম প্রচার প্রভু বলে গঙ্গা কত দূরে তা হইতে সবে বলিলেন এক প্রহরের পথে
Lord Krishna Chaitanya asked,
The Lord Krishna Chaitanya asked,
how far is the Ganges from here?
How far is the Ganges from here?
All the children replied,
All the children replied,
it is about 3 hours walk from here.
It is about 3 hours by walk from here.
প্রভু বলে এ মহিমা কেবল গঙ্গার অতএব এথা হরিনামের প্রচার
Lord Krishna Chaitanya said, this is the glories of this is only the glory of the Ganges.
Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya said, This is only the glories of the Ganges.
By her influence,
By her influence,
one hears the holy name
one hears the holy names
chanted here.
chanted here.
By her influence,
By her influence
outreach,
and outreach,
one hears the holy names of Hari chanted here.
one hears the holy name of Hari chanted here.
গঙ্গার বাতাস আসিয়া লাগে এথা অতএব শুনিলাম হরি গুণ গাথা
Breeze coming from the Ganges,
The breeze coming from the Ganges
blow here.
blow here.
Therefore, I heard the glorification of Hari's transcendental qualities.
Therefore, I heard the glorification of Hari's transcendental qualities. The waters of Ganges are directly the nectar emanating from Sri Hari's lotus feet. Any person who is touched by the air flowing over those waters of the Ganges is qualified to perform Hari Kirtan. Until one is fixed in Krishna consciousness, his thirst for material enjoyment is not destroyed, and he does not develop a taste for the glorification of Lord Krishna.
Or you can say that people are
So we can see that people are
illusioned by the material energy.
illusioned by the material energy.
They don't have any chance to get out of this illusionment
So they don't have any chance to get out of this illusion
unless they develop a taste for glorifying Lord Krishna.
unless they develop a taste to glorify Lord Krishna.
By developing a taste for chanting the holy names,
By developing a taste for chanting the holy name,
they become very fortunate. They become very fortunate.
they become very fortunate.
And thus, they can destroy their illusion that they'll be healthy simply by material endeavors.
Thus, they'll become free from the illusion that they will be simply happy by the material illusion.
বিষ্ণু পাদবাহিনী গঙ্গার মহিমা ব্যাখ্যা ও গঙ্গা দর্শনাবেশে প্রভুর ধাবন। গঙ্গার মহিমা ব্যাখ্যা করিতে ঠাকুর গঙ্গা প্রতি অনুরাগ বাড়িল প্রচুর।
Our Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he glorified the Ganges.
The Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he glorified the Ganges.
His attachment to the Ganges increased multifold.
His attachment to the Ganges increased multifold.
প্রভু বলে আজি আমি সর্বথা গঙ্গায় মজ্জন করিব এত বলি চলি যায়।
Our Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya
said, quote,
said,
"Today I will certainly bathe in the Ganges water."
quote, "Today I will certainly bathe in the Ganges water." Unquote.
Unquote. Saying this, he
Saying this, he
departed.
departed.
মত্ত সিংহ প্রায় চলিলেন গৌর সিংহ পাছে ধাইলেন সব চরণের ভৃঙ্গ।
Lion like Lord Gauranga
The lion like Lord Gauranga
walked like a maddened lion.
walked like a maddened lion.
And be like servants
And the bee-like servants
are running after the honey or lotus feet
were running after the honey of his lotus feet
from behind.
গঙ্গা দর্শনাবেশে প্রভুর গমন নাগালি না পায় কেহ যত ভক্তগণ।
Lord Gauranga,
The Lord Gauranga,
anxiety to see the Ganges,
in anxiety to see the Ganges,
caused him to walk so quickly
the anxiety to see the Ganges caused him to walk so quickly
that the devotees were not able to keep up with him.
that the devotees were not able to keep up with him.
সবেগ নিত্যানন্দ সিংহ করি সঙ্গে সন্ধ্যাকালে গঙ্গা তীরে আইলেন রঙ্গে।
Only the lion-like Lord Nityananda
Only the lion-like Lord Nityananda
was with him.
was with him.
And the Lord joyfully arrived at the bank of the Ganges
And the Lord joyfully arrived at the bank of the Ganges
at the sunset.
at the sunset.
নিত্যানন্দের সঙ্গে প্রভুর গঙ্গা স্নান ও স্তব। নিত্যানন্দ সঙ্গে করি গঙ্গায় মজ্জন গঙ্গা গঙ্গা বলি বহু করিলা স্তবন।
Our Lord took a bath. Our Lord Krishna Chaitanya
The Lord Krishna Chaitanya took bath
in the Ganges along with Lord Nityananda.
in the Ganges along with Lord Nityananda,
And he repeatedly recited
and he repeatedly recited
the name of Ganga
the name of Ganga
in the course of offering many prayers.
in the course of offering many prayers.
পূর্ণ করিলেন গঙ্গা জল পান, পুনঃ পুনঃ স্তুতি করেন প্রণাম।
He drank the Ganges water
He drank the Ganges water
to his full satisfaction.
to his full satisfaction.
Again and again,
Again and again,
he recited prayers
he recited prayers
to the holy Ganges.
to the holy Ganges,
And then he offered his obeisances.
and then he offered his obeisances.
প্রেম রসস্বরূপ তোমার দিব্য জল, শিব সে তোমার তত্ত্ব জানে না সকল।
And divine water is a manifestation of the
Your divine water is a manifestation of the
mellows of ecstatic love for Krishna.
mellows of ecstatic love for Krishna.
Lord Shiva knows your glories,
Lord Shiva knows your glories,
and the truth of your knows the truth of your glories.
Lord Shiva knows the truth of your glories.
He knows all the truth of your
He knows all the truths of your
glories.
glories. Since the water of the Ganges is liquid directly related to Krishna, it is the manifestation of Krishna Prema Rasa, the mellows of ecstatic love for Krishna. Rudra, the servant of the Supreme Lord, holds this Prema Rasa on his own head.
Haribol.
Hari Bol.
So we see that Lord Shiva is a very special devotee.
So we see that Lord Shiva is a very special devotee.
He holds the water of the Ganges on his head.
He holds the water of the Ganges on his head.
Therefore, the mellows of the rasas of ecstatic love for Krishna.
Therefore,
The rasa, the mellow,
the mellows of rasas of ecstatic love for Krishna
are held on his head.
are held on his head.
We should be very careful not to offend Lord Shiva.
We should be very careful not to offend Lord Shiva.
চক্রে তোমার নাম করিলে শ্রবণ, তার বিষ্ণু ভক্তি হয় কি পুনঃ ভক্ষণ।
Those who one attains devotional service to Vishnu
One attains devotional service to Vishnu
by hearing your holy name even once.
by hearing your holy name even once.
What to speak of drinking your water
What to speak of drinking your water
again and again.
again and again. There is no doubt that by drinking the water of the Ganges, one attains supreme auspiciousness. Simply by hearing the name Ganga even once, a living entity's propensity for serving the Supreme Lord is awakened. By the mercy of the Ganges, a living entity becomes qualified to chant the name of Lord Krishna.
So, some of the great glories of the Ganges are revealed here.
So many great glories of
Some
some of the great glories of the Ganges are being revealed here.
500 years ago, the Ganges water did not have any pollution.
500 years ago, the Ganges water did not have any pollution.
Now, major cities, factories, all pour their garbage in the Ganges.
Now they've made these cities, factories, they pour all their garbage into the Ganges.
And so the Ganges water has propensity that it purifies itself.
So the Ganges water has the propensity to purify itself.
We took some water and initially it had bacteria and things in it.
They took some water. Initially it had some bacteria and other things.
Every day it reduced by half.
But every day it reduced by half.
By 9 days it was completely pure.
And by 9 days it was completely pure.
Recently the government in India has forbidden people to sell their
Recently, the government in India had forbidden the people to throw
affluent in the river.
affluent in their river.
How much that is being followed, I don't know.
How much it is being followed, I don't know.
But you can see that the Ganges water is very special water.
So we can see the Ganges water is a very special water.
It comes from the causal ocean.
It comes from the causal ocean
It bathes on the lotus feet of Krishna.
and bathes the lotus feet of Krishna.
And simply by bathing in her, by even saying her name, one gets devotion.
And simply by bathing in her and simply singing her name, one get devotion to Lord Krishna.
Or the sake of drinking her divine waters.
What to speak of drinking her divine waters?
তোমার প্রসাদে সে শ্রীকৃষ্ণ হেন নাম স্ফুরয়ে জীবের মুখে ইথে নাহি আন
All Ganges, by your mercy, one becomes, a living entity becomes
O Ganges, by your mercy, a living entity becomes
qualified to chant the holy name of Lord Sri Krishna.
qualified to chant the holy name of Lord Sri Krishna.
Naturally, his holy names
Naturally, his holy names
manifest
on
the living entities from the living entity's mouth.
on the living entity's mouth.
There's no doubt about this.
There is no doubt about this.
কীট পক্ষী কুকুর শৃগাল যদি হয় তথাপি তোমার যদি নিকটে বসয়
Insects, birds, dogs, jackals,
Insects, birds, dogs, jackals,
even if they live, reside near you,
even if they reside near you,
তথাপি তাহার যত ভাগ্যের মহিমা অন্যতের কোটিশ্বর নহে তার সমা
therefore,
the glories, the limit of the glories
the limit of their glories
is so great,
is so great,
their good fortune.
and their good fortune,
Even a person, a multi-millionaire
even a multimillionaire
cannot be equal to the good fortune
cannot be equal to the good fortune
of insects, birds, dogs, or jackals who reside next to you.
of insects, birds, dogs, jackals reside next to you. Wild animals, birds, insects, and moths who live on the banks of the Ganges are fortunate. Residents of a place where the Ganges does not flow are not as fortunate even if they are wealthy.
পতিত তারিতেছে তোমার অবতার, তোমার সমান তুমি বই নাহি আর।
You have descent
You have descent
to deliver the fallen souls,
to deliver the fallen souls.
and no one equal to you
There is no one equal to you
in glories.
in glories.
এই মতো স্তুতি করে শ্রী গৌর সুন্দর, শুনিয়া জাহ্নবী দেবী লজ্জিত অন্তর।
In this way, Lord Sri Gaurasundar, he offered prayers.
In this way, Lord Sri Gaurasundar, he offered his prayers.
When Janavi Devi, the Ganges,
And Jahnavi Devi, the Ganges,
heard this, she felt embarrassed in her heart.
she felt embarrassed in her heart. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 9.9.15, it is stated, Sanniveshasya Veshya Mano Yasmin Shraddhaya Munayo Malaha Traigunyam Duschyajam Hitva Sadyo Yatas Tadatmanam. O great sages, completely freed from material lusty desires, devote their minds fully to the service of the Lord. Such persons are liberated from material bondage without difficulty, and they become transcendently situated, acquiring the spiritual quality of the Lord. This is the glory of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shri Hari Bhakti Kalpalatika. How can the glories of the Supreme Lord be described? The Ganges, who carried on the head of Shiva, who purifies the three worlds, is glorified by the touch of his lotus feet. Srimad Bhagavatam. When King Bhagiratha approached Lord Shiva and requested him to sustain the forceful waves of the Ganges, Lord Shiva accepted the proposal by saying, "Let it be so." Then, with great attention, he sustained the Ganges on his head. For the water of the Ganges is purifying, having emanated from the toes of Lord Vishnu.
There are many verses in the Vedas glorifying the holy river of the Ganges.
So there are many verses in the Vedas glorifying the holy river Ganges. The water of the Ganges emanating from the feet of Murari enchant the mind. They rest on the head of Sri Purari and destroy all sin. May those water purify me. A tortoise or fish in this water is a feeble lizard on the river's shore, and a wretched dog eater in a nearby pasture are better than a royal prince far away from you. Sri Jahnavi incarnated to deliver the inhabitants of the material world. Therefore, there is nothing equal to the Ganges. Although Sri Gaur Sundar is the personality of Godhead, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he increased the glories of his servants and maid servants.
চৈতন্য ভাগবত। যে প্রভুর পাদপদ্মে বসতি গঙ্গা, সে প্রভু করয় স্তুতি হেন অবতার।
Supreme Personality Godhead, from whose lotus feet the Ganges emanates.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whose lotus feet the Ganges emanates.
That Lord offered his prayers glorifying the Ganges.
That Lord offered his prayers glorifying the Ganges.
Such is the characteristic of this incarnation of the Lord.
Such is the characteristic of this incarnation of the Lord.
গৌরাঙ্গের গঙ্গাস্তুতি লীলা শ্রবণের ফল। যে শুনয়ে গৌরাঙ্গের গঙ্গা প্রতিস্তুতি, তার হয় শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য রতিমতি।
Whoever hears Lord Gauranga's prayers offered to the Ganges
Whoever hears Lord Gauranga's prayers offered to the Ganges
will develop attachment, a loving attachment,
loving attachment,
mentality
mentality
to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
to the lotus feet of
Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
to the lotus feet of the Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. So by hearing the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya,
So by hearing the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya,
one naturally develops spontaneous mentality of pure devotion for the Lord.
one naturally develops the mentality of spontaneous pure devotion to the Lord.
কোন সুকৃতিমানের ভবনে নিত্যানন্দ সঙ্গে সেই গ্রামে প্রভুর সেই নিশা যাপন। নিত্যানন্দ সংহতি সে নিশা সেই গ্রামে, আছিলেন কোন পূর্ণবন্তের আশ্রমে।
Lord Gauranga with Lord Nityananda
Lord Gauranga with Lord Nityananda
that night stayed in that village,
stayed in that village,
in the house of one pious person. Here the house is described as an ashram,
Here the house is described as an ashram
because according to the Varnashram system,
because according to the Varnashrama system,
the Grihastha is our householder. His house is also an ashram.
a grihastha, a householder, his house is also an ashram.
So this pious person was so fortunate to have
So this pious person was so fortunate to have
Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya
Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya
stay in the house.
staying in their house.
His mercy was given to many souls,
This mercy was given to many souls,
but very rarely given by Lord Krishna.
which is very rarely given by Lord Krishna,
Although he gave to some people.
although he gave it to some people.
But Lord Chaitanya Nityananda,
But Lord Chaitanya Nityananda,
they gave out the mercy to many people.
they gave out their mercy to many people.
তৎপর অন্যদিন ভক্তগণের প্রভুর দর্শনার্থ আগমন। তবে আর দিনে কতক্ষণে ভক্তগণ আসিয়া পাইল সবে প্রভুর দর্শন।
Sometime the next day,
Sometime the next day,
the devotees came and found the Lord
the devotees came and found the Lord
had his darshan.
and had his darshan.
ভক্তগণ সহ নীলাচলা অভিমুখে। তবে প্রভু সর্ব ভক্তগণ করি সঙ্গে নীলাচল প্রতি শুভ করিলেন রঙ্গে।
Thereafter, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, with all his devotees, accompanied by all his devotees,
Thereafter, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, accompanied by the devotees,
happily departed towards Nilachala Jagannath Puri
happily departed towards Nilachala Jagannath Puri
for the auspicious Nilachal
for
or
the
Jagannath Puri.
for the auspicious Nilachal or Jagannath Puri.
So the Chaitanya Bhagavat
So the Chaitanya Bhagavat
describes that the Lord, he went by his own desire
describes that the Lord, he went for his own desire
to the sacred Jagannath Puri.
to the sacred Jagannath Puri.
That means he'll be walking on the west side of the Ganges to the south.
So that means he will be walking in the western side of the Ganges
To the south.
to the south. Thus ends the chapter. Lord Chaitanya proclaims that Ganga caused the boys to chant Hari.
Haribo! 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 Hare Krishna.
Questions from Bhakta Brian. All glories to your divine lotus feet, Gurudev. Gurudev, how can we overcome the Kanishta Adhikari platform and quickly become Madhyama Adhikari devotees?
The Kanishta Adhikari platform is when worships the deity
The Kanishta Adhikari platform is when one worships the deity
and thinks himself very qualified.
and thinks himself very qualified.
The Madhyama Adhikari sees for
But the Madhyama Adhikari sees
tattvas.
so see the Paratattvas.
For tattvas.
For Tattvas.
He sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his representatives.
He sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his representatives.
Sees the devotees of the Lord,
He sees the devotees of the Lord,
which are his associates, his friends.
which are his associates, his friends,
See the innocent people which he preaches to,
the innocent people which he preaches to,
and the atheists and the analytical people,
and atheists and the Brahmanical people, animical people
he avoids.
he avoids.
So to start to appreciate the Lord and the devotees,
To start to appreciate the Lord and his devotees,
and outreach to the innocent people,
you can do outreach to the innocent people,
avoid the demons,
avoid the demons,
then you'll be on the Madhyam platform.
then you'll get to the Madhyam platform.
You'll be on the what's that?
Dear Guru Maharaj, how does karma from previous or this life play a role in one's devotional life? Do the reactions of karma come in between one achieving the wealth of Krishna Prem? Your sheltered spiritual daughter, Pooja.
Karma may cause you to suffer and enjoy
Karma may cause you to suffer and enjoy
in the material world.
in the material world.
That cannot interfere with your devotional service unless you let it.
That cannot interfere in your devotional service unless you let it.
So you become very enamored by the happiness of material life,
If you become very enamored by the happiness of the material life,
or become very depressed by the suffering of material life,
or if you become very depressed by the suffering of the material life,
then it can affect you.
then it can affect you.
If you are committed to serving Krishna in spite of whatever happiness or distress
If you are
happens,
committed to serve Krishna in spite of whatever happiness or distress,
distress
distress,
happens,
happens,
then nothing can stop.
then nothing can stop.
Last question.
Last question.
Gurudev,
Guru Maharaj, I find it very difficult to practically follow the third verse of Sikshastakam. How can I, a neophyte beginner, become prideless and humble? Please help me. Harihara Krishna Chaitanya Das.
if anything good that happens,
If anything good happens,
we take that as a mercy of Guru and Krishna.
we take that as a mercy of Guru and Krishna.
Therefore, we don't take the nothing to be proud about, nothing to be falsely proud about.
So, we take it as nothing to be
Falsely proud about.
falsely proud about.
And what was the question?
How to be prideless and humble.
And if everything is done by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga,
If everything is done by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga,
and we are simply trying to serve the lotus feet,
and if we are simply trying to serve their lotus feet,
then why shouldn't we be humble?
why shouldn't we humble? Why shouldn't we be humble?
Why do we take the credit?
Why do we take the credit?
See, if we think we're the doer, naturally we
You
get
see,
proud.
You see, if we think we are the doer, naturally we will become proud
And we become puffed up.
and will become puffed up.
If we see everything as the mercy of Guru and Gauranga,
If we see everything as the mercy of Guru and Gauranga,
then you can be prideless and humble.
then you can be
Prideless. and
prideless and humble.
humble. Thank you.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.